The Stone Age, where did the people come from?
Well, people never actually invaded Britain. Britain was connected to Europe. We were all one big landmass. And then when the North Sea rose, it cut off the land bridge, so the people that were left in Britain stayed.
Oh, okay, and where did they go then?
Well, artefacts from the time period have been found right from the tip of Cornwall right up to the north of Scotland, with the largest concentration being in Wiltshire, southern England.
Oh, interesting. And have you got any great facts about the Stone Age people?
Well, they brought about new ideas about farming. So they went from being nomadic hunter-gatherers to settled farmers during the period.
Oh, interesting.
So, Louise, in the Bronze Age, where did the people come from that came to Britain?
Well, the people, they didn't exactly come from anywhere new because they were already here from the Stone Age. It's just the methods of creating new tools and artefacts changed. So that's why we determine this time period as the Bronze Age, because it's when they started using bronze.
Okay, so whereabouts in Britain did they go?
Well, as I said, they didn't exactly go anywhere new and come from anywhere new. So it's hard to say exactly where they went, but we do know there's been found some large mines, copper mines, in Great Olm in northern Wales, and in Ireland there's been mines found in Ross Island, County Kerry, Mount Gabriel and County Rock, so we know for a fact that they definitely went to those places.
Oh, okay. And have you got anything interesting that you can tell us about them?
Yeah, something that I found really interesting was that it was actually copper that was made first rather than bronze. So I think maybe why not call it the Copper Age, but it's the Bronze Age. But I thought that was quite an interesting fact.
The Iron Age. Where did the people come from and where did they go in Britain?
Well, I'm going to start with England, because their Iron Age was 800 BC to the Romanisation of Britain around 43 AD. And there were many tribes that settled in their country. And I'll list a few. There's the Brigantes, they were in Yorkshire, Midlands sort of area. Then there was the Parisi in the Yorkshire sort of area too. We had the Iceni in Norfolk, I think that might be over here. Corvoni in Shropshire. Courtilavi in East Midlands. Dobuni in Bristol. Triovantes in Essex and Suffolk. And there was the Cantisi in Kent.
Oh, that's very interesting. Have you got any interesting facts that you want to share?
Yes, I have, yes. All of this is reported by Ptolemy. He's a Roman geographer, so this is where all this information is coming from. And he was pretty much the daddy of geography back then.
Brilliant. So, where did the people go in Scotland?
There were many Celtic tribes in Scotland as well, and there were the Ortani in East Scotland, we had the Texali in North East Scotland up here somewhere, then we've got the Vacoimi, and they were in the northern Scotland up here.
Where did the people go in Wales?
Well, that's interesting you asked that actually, because there was a few main tribes, and one of the main ones was the Ordovies, and they were in Mid Wales and part of England as well. Then we had the Decanegli, they were in North East Wales over here somewhere. Then we had the Celiors, they were in South East Wales, somewhere around here. And the Demente, they were South West Wales, so that's down here.
And what about in Ireland, Danny? Where did they go there?
Interesting you asked that actually, because the Irish Iron Age was at a slightly different period because it was never conquered by the Romans, so it happened slightly later. But there was a few main tribes in Ireland as well. The Venici were in northwest Ireland. The Robigi were in Northern Ireland. Iblani were in just north of Dublin, and then the Celti were north of Dublin as well. So that's kind of where they were.